you talked about the social register. Better, would you probe the social register because it's faulty? Although the World Bank has defended the government, but people like Governor Soludo and other people are saying that social register is faulty. Would you probe the social register, and would you also probe the National Safety Net Office? That's number one. Number two. Number two, let me just ask the second question. Would you also probe your predecessor? I know it's a tough one for you. So, would you also probe your predecessor? Because let me tell you this pure and simple. A lot of people, and she's not been indicted by any court, please don't quote me. A lot of people feel there's been mismanagement of funds. One, the COVID-19 disbursements, another disbursement made by your predecessor thus far. As a lot of people say, we cannot effectively, or we've not been able to account for the money. Would you probe and review that? And better, in the midst of all of this, people are saying, you need a lot of money to run this your position because you need to alleviate poverty. You have to put money in the system. But with the gaping debt of 73 trillion, how realistic is it when you bring your demands to President Tinubu? Where is he going to get the wherewithal from to be able to fix this gaping hole? But those two very important questions. Would you probe your predecessor, one, on the spending? Would you ask to see the books, how things were spent? And secondly, would you probe the safety nets? And do you feel that the safety nets, there are issues with it? The register.
Okay, so like I told you very clearly, the register must be verified and updated. And where there are people who do not deserve to be there based on the criteria, they'll be taken off the register. And those who truly are poor by the criteria and deserve to be on the social register, they would be included. Remember, no one is to be left behind. What's most important is that we must work with the state governments and the local governments to be able to get a true social register for our country. I've listened to some of the presentations. We just started the different departments, units, and agency presentation in the ministry. And some of the things which I could pick out was the fact that some of the register was done truly. However, the involvement of the state government and in some cases the local government was not as robust as it should be. And so these are concerns for them at the state level and at the local government level. We'll revisit it and we'll update it. It's a work in progress, and we'll ensure that we have the right register that we can implement properly and hold people accountable that truly these are poor people and now they've been lifted out of poverty. That's number one. Number two, when you talk about activities.
Okay, Better, sorry to cut you in. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, my dear. Please, I'm so sorry, ma, to cut you in, please. But hitherto, concerning that register, they have said, and that's why I asked the National Safety, the National Social Safety Office. They have said that the register was actually gotten from the local government areas, and the World Bank authenticated it. So is it that National Safety Office was wrong in its estimation in the first place? And that's why I asked that, would you probe? Is there something wrong with it in the first place? It's just for clarity, for the sake of Nigerians to know. That's just it. Because all you are saying now...
So we need to go back into it and look at it in details.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. And
verify that truly these people are those who we intend to reach. Right? It's a new administration. We do not underestimate the work done by World Bank and the Office of the National Safety Net. However, we need to be very critical on what we are doing because Nigerians are watching and people will hold us accountable. And of course, for the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he truly wants these interventions to get to those who sincerely need it. Some governors have raised concerns, and we must look into these concerns. And this is just the right way to go about it.
Thank you so much on that. The spending of the...
Moving on to...
The spending of your predecessor, would you also probe that and have a look at that?
So we would have a look at all of that, all the programs that were done, what were the achievements, what were the challenges, how was it spent, and we will do our best to see that those challenges are being overcome as we go into improving and expanding on the social safety nets of our country. Like I said, history is important. It's going to direct, it's going to help inform our decisions for the present and for the future. And it's important for us to look back into the books.